now they have done it. As mentioned in my video yesterday and in a pre-market video, I was expecting this news today. And look at this intraday price chart here by NEO. We were up more than 8% and then they tanked it down. And what is possibly most responsible for that right now is this news. The SEC adds 5 more companies to the provisional list of issuers identified under the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act. And well, this time it's FUTU added, IT, BIDU. And I told you that this is kind of bureaucrats at work, and maybe this is also why it took a little bit longer today to issue it. I was surprised by that. I thought they're gonna drop it into the market open. But anyways, well, it seems like Chinese stocks don't get a rest with that. Every single Chinese stock will be added to that list. And then they have kind of a deadline, which I said also for some of these companies was expiring today, until which they can prove they're actually in compliance, but they can't prove it as long as we don't have this negotiation agreement between the US and China. This means all of these companies are in non-compliance and will be delisted after a certain time, after they get, let's call them strikes. This is the first strike. Every single company will be put on that list and receive that strike. This time it's FUTU. Let me look at the chart here. FUTU. I think the positive here is that they are not reacting too bad to it. In the very beginning, when we had this message for the first time, I think they went down minus 20%, like companies like SetLab or some other names, but FUTU is kind of holding up here. Looks like in general, like the market is not looking that great as well. So parts of it is, of course, like the overall market taking a dump, but also this China-specific news here is now in effect. And that's exactly what I told you yesterday and today as well. This is why I expected actually none of the Chinese stocks to be in the green, but well, seems some of them are still making it. But there's also, and there always is, hope. And this one is also a nice headline here. In the midst of all chaos, there is also opportunity by Sun Tzu. And well, there is one thing interesting, which is that the Senate's version did not include the language shortening of the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act delisting window from 3 to 2 years. That was at Tuesday night when the Senate passed the America Competes Act. So it seems like this is kind of a step back in the American policy towards the Chinese stocks, putting some pressure on there. We know that still the US-China trade negotiations are going on, right? So as I always said, like the delisting is kind of one of the cards in there. And I heard like the responsible person for the negotiations mentioned today that the negotiations are going on in a tough manner and that they are not easy. And well, at least something positive here is that maybe they will not shorten the 3 years to 2 years of non-compliance. But this is what today's move is all about. This is what we can expect to continue in the future until the US-China deal has been reached. But this is exactly what I've been saying yesterday as well. Nothing of this matters in the end. Either we get the deal, and then none of these strikes or adding to those lists will matter, or we don't get it, and then they have this 2 to 3 years to either become compliant in some way or get delisted. That's it. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one.